All right, babies, it's that time again. Oh, yeah. We are in Genesis 27. And we have Rebecca overhearing that her husband, Isaac, is about to bless his son before he passes. So because she favors Jacob, she has him disguise himself as his brother and receive Jacob's blessing. And then when Esau finds out, Jacob disguises himself to take Esau's blessing, and when Esau finds out, he threatens to kill his brother. And the chapter ends with Rebecca grieving the fact that her formerly blessed sons are now in such a quandary that they're unlikely to find decent wives. So, the moral of the story: do the right thing, be with God, don't do what people do. That's all I can say. Then I jumped into the Aquarian Gospel of Jesus the Christ. That was chapter 111. And Jesus is just talking about how, if you're not walking with God, you don't understand the things of God. You can't perceive what's good and bad. And you have to be true to yourself and God and to other people. And if you are, then that's when you'll be able to see clearly. Yeah, that's pretty much it, babies. Which brings me to my place I land frequently. And that there's a real misunderstanding, I think, in certain circles of Christianity, where people assume that because they're covered in grace, that God's gift of Jesus is a free gift, that somehow we don't bear any responsibility. That's not what being free in Christ means. What it means is God counts your faith as righteousness. But if you're living a life of faith, you're not living like the unbeliever does. There has to be a difference in how we live our lives if we're to say we live by faith. So you can't just say, well, I can do whatever I want to do. mean, you could, but you're not going to bear much fruit in your life. You're not going to please God. And you're going to be of pretty much no use to other people. So you have to put your faith to work. And so that you're free in Christ from the law of sin and death, because you can put your faith in Christ to fill you with His Spirit to help you do the things you need to do, which is put Him first, put love first, put His character changing your behavior first in your life. And when you do that, your behaviors are going to fall off, the behaviors that were getting in the way. Yeah, baby. So there's that. Oh yeah, last night, oh my gosh, I had like the most insane dream. It was like a shape-shifting lucid dream. And when I say shape-shifting, I'm not really sure I know what I'm talking about, but I've heard people talk about it, and I think it's what I experienced. It was like everywhere I went, the landscape was changing, the characters were changing, the colors were changing, all at a really rapid pace. So it was almost like just living in like a fast-paced, hallucinating state. It was just, well, it was like, what is going on here? I mean, I ran into some people on like this train, and the characters were like coming in and out of focus, and in the back there were flashes of color and changes of texture, and almost like it was a tapestry that was being I was like wrapped in a tapestry, and then it would disappear, and I would be in this bucolic scene of flowers. I mean, it was just, that's why I'm saying shape-shifting. I think that's what people mean by that. It was just everything that was physical was changing like constantly. And the dream seemed to go on forever. And there were a couple scary moments in it, or not like really frightening, but like, you know, concerning, like, oh, then maybe you're running into some trouble here. You probably should stay away from that character, that kind of stuff. It was just like one adventure after another, like in a rapid pace. It was like, what? So I'm not sure what to make of all that. So when I woke up, I said, Lord, if you're trying to get my attention, I'd just rather see you. Whatever I just saw, that was fun. But if I can't make any sense out of it, I'd rather just see you. If you're taking a poll. So yeah, that's what happened there. And I also played piano, so that was fun. Posted some things on Facebook. People seemed to like it. Did What a Fool Believes. What a fool believes is that he's free in Christ to do whatever he wants. Yeah, that's what a fool believes. All right, bye-bye.